Good morning and welcome to my channel. So the Fast Game's a good game today. I'm going to share a quick story of Archimedes with you and then talk about the lessons that we can learn from this story. So a lot of you will be familiar with Archimedes. He was a very famous Greek mathematician, and a lot of you will also be familiar with the story of him running out of the bath and running naked in the streets saying, "Eureka, I found it." But I'm going to just quickly talk to you about the events that led to that moment and then what happened afterwards. Now I'm going to make sure my notes are ready here as well, because sometimes when I hit record, I don't know, it's like I have a succession of brain farts, and I don't want that to happen now. So I want to make sure I get the important things across. So just quickly, the story that we don't know 100% if it's allegorical or if it really happened, but given that Galileo then talked about it and the processes that Archimedes used to arrive at this conclusion, I'd say it's probably true. Anywho, the story goes that the king had asked for a crown to be fashioned out of gold as a tribute to the as a tribute to the gods. And he asked a goldsmith to make the crown, and he did. But what happened was the king started to get this feeling, he was suspicious that the goldsmith had swapped some of the gold that he'd given him for silver. It was a really common practice at the time to alloy gold with cheaper metals. And so he asked Archimedes to please help him figure out if this was the case. So what happened was Archimedes was contemplating this in a public bath, and then he noticed that some of the water spilled over the side of the bath, and that's when he had his eureka moment, as he worked out that the water being displaced must be the same volume as him. Okay? And so then he realized that all he needed to do was measure the weight of a crown of gold that was with the same volume as a lump of gold, yeah? And then he'd be able to work it out. And so he did, and he figured out that yes, indeed, some of the gold had been cheekily swapped for silver. The goldsmith admitted to what he did, and the king dealt with him. Okay, so that's the story. So here are my points. We've got 7 things to take. There might be more, please feel free to share. These were the 7 points that I take from this story. So number 1, trust your intuition. Yeah, the king had a feeling, yeah. Number 2, don't take shortcuts. Number 3, pretenders do get caught in the end, yeah. Even if it takes a while, they do. Number 4, rest assured there is always somebody smarter than you, yeah. Now for some people that's a problem. Some people really like being the smartest person in the room. Me personally, I love being in the company of people that are more intelligent than me. Honestly, I turn into Dumbo. My ears cannot be big enough. All I want to do is listen, yeah, and just shut the beep up. There's a time to talk and a time to listen, and I love, love, love being in the presence of people that I know are more intelligent than me, and I don't care. Number 5, kings and queens watching this, you cannot be cheated of what's yours, yeah? The universe has your back. And sometimes, linking back to point 1, it is via intuition that it does that. So please listen to it. Number 6, transmutation. So, for every person that decides to act like a pork chop and go low, yeah, there will always be a bright soul who then uses that and turns it into something brilliant. Yeah, thank you, Archimedes, for pointing that out. And the last one is joy. Yes, so I just quickly want to talk about, taking joy out of what you do. I did speak about Tesla the other day, about, how he said he loved what he did. He was just a kid playing with electricity, yeah? Archimedes, mathematician, doesn't mean he has to be serious. He jumps out of the bath, runs through the streets naked, It's really important to find things that give you that childlike sense of joy. And it is a very contagious feeling too. I was in the presence of it not too long ago. So I was in the company of somebody, and when this person smiled and this person laughed, it was like, truly. And I'm a very joyful person myself, but I felt that. We talk about, Tesla lighting up the world. I think this person could at least light up the Southern Hemisphere. So please find things that bring you joy and release it. Don't hold back, because you just don't know whose soul you're going to light up, yeah? So I think that's all I want to say today. I wish you all a beautiful day, and please find time to play.